Well, here we are, making a mess. Plant the field, then go and try to follow all the ditches with this crazy machine. Wish we could tile more of the farms, but it just don't happen that easily. So maintain ditches. Got the 4640 front wheel assist hydraulic. Trying to pass this 2 or 3 times to smoothen out the terrible deep groove that it makes. So I'll come back a couple more times, take shoulder down so that, as Chet calls it, the boom breaker, because you hit that with the sprayer and everything else, everything just flies. I'm missing. There's an art to this. I mean, this is my first little ditch for the year, and I'm practicing. I'm practicing. Speak closely to the microphone, he told me. This is really a lot easier using both hands to drive. Oh, now I miss. I'm trying to take that shoulder off of the trench, make it more rounded. Okay, finished product. 3 foot wide, 6 to 8 inch deep. Dirt that has been removed out of the ditch, you can see it. It is small enough pieces that it should allow the soybeans that are not yet emerged, very close to coming out, but they should push right through the spoil that's been thrown out of the ditch. And those that do not survive, it is not going to be a big issue because most of them will. So, off to the next one. Oh, I hate dragging mud up on the gravel roads. There's our little lift station. We should maybe try to survey, see if we could cut that hill and pull in some more tile and let that thing do the work instead of that thing. And I keep forgetting to talk closely to the microphone. Yeah, I believe this is what you'd call a full send. As you can maybe see, the particles are pretty much in the 3-inch size, so they disperse quite evenly, except for maybe that one little 4 or 5 foot streak way out there where the bigger slabs accumulate, but she's looking good. The shallower you go, the smaller the chunks. Really should put the laser on the thing, then you could do a perfect job. Just so the little camera don't fall off back there. He's sending it too. We better stop and pick him up. We'll see how you like it up here. Just don't fall off. Okay, I've been working on this for maybe 20 minutes. I don't know, 350 foot runs, feathered off the shoulders like I did on the last one. I think it's good enough. We're doing this just in case we get a bigger rain. Those spots up there, they don't like to drain out perfectly, so this will get her off the field, get the water moving. If you don't keep the water moving downstream, it just causes issues, and if a guy could tile every single spot, that would be ideal, but until that happens, this is what we do. It is a Hurricane rotary ditcher, 26-inch wheel.
a guy take a nap around this place? Gosh, I almost get run over on my nice flower couch. Let a guy take a nap.
Oh my. Someone's got to work around here.
Did you watch that?
No, it would have looked a lot nicer.
I did it. I see you've been ordering again.
Yeah.
So I thought that I took your credit card away, your business card away. Where's this from? Acme Tool. Oh, Milwaukee, you gotta buy the good stuff. Let's see what you've been purchasing here. Holy cow. 1-inch battery operated gun. I didn't even know they made something like that. How much did this cost? What's this? 3/8 ratchet. 12 volt. What's that? Side grinder?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm done with these farms. I am going to maybe head home. What are you looking at? Huh. I gotta get out and check it over. Tell you a few things about the big rig. Well, oh boy. It'll be easier to demount it when I get home. Hey, mister! You guys know the rest of it. 26-inch diameter wheel. We couldn't afford the big one, although it would have been nice. I wanted to buy what they call, they make a 3-point hitch, baby arm, and the big arm. It actually hangs way over, get out of the wind. Hangs over past the side of the tractor, so you can just drive on the road and clean the road ditch out, or make ditches out here. That's the one I wanted years ago, but we didn't get it. It's expensive, as you can imagine. The bigger the wheel, the less of a sharp divot that it'll make, or as Chet calls it, a boom breaker, as in sprayer booms. Pretty bad. That's why I go 2, 3, 4, 5 times through the same one to try to feather off the shoulder. Otherwise, it's a hurricane. Any questions about it, contact me or Google it. I think I'm going home to see what Chet and Eric and Randy are doing. One more look. Oh, and don't forget, subscribe and thumbs up. Is that good, Nikki? It's gonna have to be. There we go. What's that noise? There we go. We're in the road ditch where all the corn chaff or leaves and husks blew off the bean field, trying to spit them back out. Doing a pretty good job, I guess, but mostly trash now, not much dirt. And if you're wondering why it's so terribly dusty, that's the ash, because we did burn this off. And I do not like running the tractor in ash. It's very hard, but hopefully the air cleaner is high enough up there, and I just got a little distance to go here. If that was like a 5-foot round wheel, oh, I bet that'd be sweet. I got water down there. I see, a little bit of water. Hey, what you doing, Chet? Hello? Yeah, what you doing? Yeah, I'm here. Can't you hear me? Oh, did he go down there with sulfur? Well, my old flat dual is debeated. Yeah, so do I come home and put the dual that's supposed to be on here, or just call her good, or what? Yeah, I got one more field to go to, otherwise if it falls off, oh well. I see you've got some new tools. Okay, I'll maybe swing by the farm first before I go to the other one. Okay, talk to you later. So we got ourselves a new 3/8 inch
12 volt, I believe this one is. Ratchet. Got a 7 or 9 inch fuel brushless grinder. This is all battery stuff. I believe that is 18 volt. Then we've got ourselves the 1 inch impact gun, also battery operated, which I did not know they offered something that big, but I knew we had to have it once I heard about it. So hopefully we're going to test this out once the battery's charged up. I want to see if I can break a semi lug nut loose. If I can do that, I'll be sold. I'll be impressed. We normally get all our stuff from Acme Tool out of Fargo, family-owned business, really nice business. That's normally where we get all our tools. If we have problems with our tools, they are really good about warrantying stuff and all that. I also didn't know that they made batteries this big. I mean, look at that. I got pretty big hands, and it's bigger than my hands. That's awesome. Anyways, I gotta run down, pick Eric up. We're bringing the vehicle down to Randy. He is out sulfurting that last 80 to try and dry it out. It's still really wet, but they're gonna try to run the sulfur out, open that ground up, try to dry it out, see if we can get something planted out there. Still early enough to do some corn, so we might consider doing that. We aren't sure yet. We'll see what we decide. Otherwise, Dad's out running the ditch witcher, I believe, and he just called me and said that the tire debeaded in the shot, which I said the tires are shot on that thing anyways. Weird tire setup on that, but I told him just run it because it's shot anyways, so it is what it is. We'll see how the tillage guy is doing. So we're here, dropping his pickup off. It is really green down here. So we're just out here with the sulfur trying to cut the ground up a bit to dry it out, because over where he's at right there is where the quad track got stuck right there last year doing the same exact thing. This is pretty good right here. So this was not planted last year. It was just way too wet. 2019 problems. That's why there's so much grass and little weeds starting. So it wasn't tilled last year. We sprayed it, kind of let the weeds and this type of grass here that died be the cover crop. So I think what we're gonna do is hit it with the sulfur, then come down here when it's dry and use the field cultivator digger to hook out the rest of the weeds is the plan. So we deal with water table issues. I mean, the whole thing, I think they said it's a foot of fall from one end to the other. So that's why the water table issue is so bad, and it has nowhere to be ditched or drained to really for the most part. It's just not ideal.
Not yet, but it could. I stopped going into the slough when the sulfured wheels start sliding.
He stops going into the slough and the sulfured wheels start sliding. How much you think you're gonna get of this?
I don't know. Maybe the majority of the east end there. 35 acres maybe.
It looks really good by the approach here.
I know, it always does. It always gives you hope.
Always gives you hope. Well, we're heading home. Don't call when you're stuck.
Yeah. 10-4.
Almost just got stuck. Field scouting. The quad's over there. No wonder his wheels are sliding. It's pretty wet out here. I did drive into a wet hole. He led me right into the water.
Sorry I didn't take you with on the removal. That's it. One dead Goodyear.
Hey guys, how's it going? I just thought it was a good opportunity here to show you. A couple weeks ago, Dad was filming out here of him ditch witching. That's what we call it. Also call it the boom breaker. Here's what he did. I know he was talking about the spoil and how it won't affect the beans really as the spoil lands out here. He's not wrong. It really doesn't affect them too much. Like he said, there is some that will get lost in this really thick area, but yeah, it took that one out right there. But for the most part, it's only 6 feet wide here where it really dumps the big chunks. Otherwise, everything else, as you can see, the beans are still growing. The area is still green. So long story short, yes, it is a little destructive to the field. No doubt you lose everything where he drives here, throwing the dirt out. But definitely if we get any big rains, it'll be a massive benefit. I'll show you here the sprayer. This is also why we really like our track sprayers. The tractor's rough, that's just T-track problem. But the sprayer, look at that. 5 foot wide little ditch here that he's made. And the sprayer literally, by the time that's going, hitting the other side, the back is just going in. The sprayer doesn't even know these are here. You gotta slow down because the tractor's rough. But the sprayer and booms, just like a super smooth ride. This is more so very terrible for in the fall with the Terrigator and the floater. When you bounce across them, that's where the boom breaker saying came from. So otherwise guys, I don't know if you've heard or interested in any Larson Farms apparel, but we just teamed up with Farm Focus, got some more apparel for you guys, hats, shirts, hoodies. If you're at all interested, the link is in the description below, and he's waiting for your order. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe, because there's a lot of videos ready to be launched shortly. So I'll give it to Dad. We just got back to the farm from the field. Crazy Devils put a dual on all by himself. So basically, we put these wide tires on. I don't know if Dad explained it to you, but we seeded some wheat once with this thing with our 30-foot drill. These obviously aren't the best for traction. They were from when we used to spray with this tractor, and we put these on for a little more flotation because that gets quite in depth to swap that tire out. That's why these are on there. Well, they're obviously shot because DB didn't flat, big hole in it. So we had these just sitting around. Looks like he's put the skinnies back on her. Can't believe he did that by himself. I'm impressed. I don't know what I like to see more, that he's putting tires on by himself and messing around, or that he has a GoPro magneted to the top of that Bobcat as he rolls them around the yard. He doesn't know I'm here either. GoPro strapped to the top of that cab.
Did you do that, or is he starting to come around?
He's doing it all by himself. Boy, have I trained him well. How clean those tracks are, I did that. In 3 years. Those are the combine duals off of the 9870 that we have those camel class tracks on. Hopefully we can put them back on before fall if it's going to be a dry fall. Ouch.
good.
Been working hard?
I have. I put duals on. Remind me of 15, 20 years ago when I used to be in shape.
You want to close out the video?
To subscribe and fall out and thumbs up, right?
Yep. Say goodbye to them.
Okay, yeah, see ya. I done that on mine already.